The Wild Bird and Nature Store. Well, I got to tell you, this is a unique place. You've got to go check them out. You got to go see Jerry and Jeffy down at 901 Lehman Avenue here in Bowling Green because it's one of the most unique places that I've ever seen. And it's not just about birds or bird feeders or bird seeds. And we're talking about stuff for your garden. The little whirly birds, the little yeah, this is weather related stuff where you can, stick these things like there in the middle, at the bottom with uh the green box around. What am I trying to say? I don't even know what they're called, but they're beautiful. And you can stick them out in your yard and in your garden and watch the wind just take those things and whirl them around. And then you've got beautiful wind chimes that just make the most beautiful music. And if you really want to bring nature closer to you, Wild Bird and Nature Store is the place to go. You can open up a whole new world of possibilities. Let me tell you, when you visit them, it's not just about birds and nature; it's about you being a part of all of that. Your time to relax with outdoor ornaments, chimes, bird baths, and feeders. You can just turn your backyard into nature's playground, and they'll show you how to do it. You may think, I don't know how to set all that stuff up, but they do. Jerry and Jeffy are the ones to go see at the Wild Bird and Nature Store. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Wild Bird and Nature Store, 901 Lehman Avenue in Bowling Green, bringing nature a little closer to you. Well, hello, everybody. Chris Allen here with your 270 weather for the 270 area code and beyond. Yes, I caught it, but not in time. I see that it is Tuesday, June 17th. Okay, here it comes. There it is. See, it was correct the whole time. You didn't see that. You didn't see me changing. But okay. Anyway, the current time here is 7 p. Well, as you can see by the clock, 6:59. It's right at 7 o'clock here on a Tuesday, June 17th. And your 270 weather. Yeah, we could get some maybe some nasty thunderstorms tomorrow. And tomorrow night. There is a severe weather threat. Ugh. I know. I wish I could say otherwise, but such is the case. We'll talk about it here in a moment. Let's look at the Plano cam. And here you're seeing at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time that we've got a mix of clouds and sunshine. After some rain and thunderstorms, a lot of the rain and thunderstorms have moved on. And I think for the rest of tonight, much of that activity is just going to come to an end. We're going to get a break overnight tonight, but everything returns tomorrow. And it's going to come in separate waves tomorrow. So tonight, sleep tight because tomorrow could be a very active day if things get going like they could possibly. That's not a guarantee, but it's possible that things could be a little bumpy tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, the numbers from today: high of 87 at the Bowling Green Airport. Actually, that is incorrect. I thought I replaced this, but I guess I didn't. Let me get the right frame here. Boy, I was not prepared for this one. Okay, here it comes. That was yesterday's numbers. Here are today's numbers. A high of 83, 4 degrees cooler than normal, the normal being 87, and the low was 73. So a 10-degree difference between the high temperature and the low temperature today. And at the airport, just 13 hundredths of an inch of rain officially, but some of you got a lot more than that. Others maybe didn't get much of anything. It's been hit or miss on these rinse and repeat showers and thunderstorms. Here we are with the current picture. Let me move this up a frame. And here we are. As you can see, things are dying off back here to the west. But out ahead of us, along and east of 65, there's plenty of rain, and it's going to continue to move off to the east. Some of this is heavy rain, but no severe weather. And then I think everything's going to stay quiet. As you can see, 11 o'clock, and here goes midnight, and then to 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. There may be a few light rain showers, but we're not going to really see anything else until we get into probably mid to late morning tomorrow. That'll be the first wave that comes through on Wednesday, but there will be several more waves that will come after that that we'll have to pay attention to that could be possibly severe. So let's go to the Kentucky Mesonet Network. Let me, yeah, let me go to that. Okay, that's my normal next course. I was going to go to the severe weather threat first, but I think I'll hold off and go through this first. Let's get the Nowcast out of the way. This is not the forecast. This is the Nowcast. In other words, I'm casting out, like I'm fishing. I'm casting out the current information. That's why it's called a Nowcast. And where it's raining, temperatures are in the 70s, low to mid 70s. And then you go west of Interstate 65. We've got a little sun popping out, as you just saw on the Plano cam. And temperatures are in the low 80s. How about rainfall? Let's check it out. Past 24 hours. We have some places that picked up a lot. And as I mentioned, some places that didn't pick up much of anything. So let's look here in Bowling Green, Warren County. It's a split between 3/10 of an inch and almost 7/10 of an inch of rain. At the airport, somewhere in the middle here, where that hand is, that was the airport that picked up 13 hundredths of an inch of rain. So the heavier rain was on the northeastern side of the county and a little bit to the south. But look at Barron County, 1.69, almost an inch and 7/10 of rain, an inch and a quarter up in Hart County. Then we go into, is this Butler? Yeah. Butler County near Morgantown, 1.56, over an inch and a half of rain. 1.68 in Hartford in Ohio County, almost an inch and a half today in Greenville, in Muhlenberg County. You got 1.12 Madisonville, Hopkins County, 1.45 in Princeton. That's in Caldwell County. Then you see down here, look at this, Burkesville, almost an inch and 8 tenths, 2 inches plus in Albany down in Clinton County. Look way over here. Is that Wayne County? No, McCreary. McCreary County, Whitley City picked up 2.68 inches of rain in the last 24 hours. So there you see the rainfall amounts for the past 24. Winds right now coming out of the south at about 5 to 10. There's a bit of a breeze at 10 to 15 in certain spots. Moisture content, the dew points, whew, high, baby. Look at that. Low to mid 70s. Sticky air. Ooh, it's sticky. I don't like it when it's sticky. How about relative humidity? Well, running from anywhere from 80, 85% to 95 to 100%. I saw a couple of 100s there. Yeah, right there along the Tennessee border. So it is sticky. There's plenty of available moisture to work with in the atmosphere. And that's going to continue tomorrow. Okay, let's look at the severe weather threat because I know you're interested in that. Since we've had a little break from severe weather, it may come back around tomorrow, may not. Some There's some disagreement, but confidence is increasing that we could see something tomorrow evening around this time, actually. So we'll see. So there was today. That's today's. Today's gone. Severe weather threat. Yeah, there was a minimal marginal risk, but here's tomorrow, Wednesday. Now look at this. We keep the level 1 marginal risk pretty much where it is today or where it was today. Bowling Green East. Really, you could draw a line pretty much from I-65 East down to Nashville, level 1 tomorrow. But it's a level 2 slight risk from Bowling Green and I-65 West. Then as you get into central Indiana, southern Illinois, the Boot Hill of Missouri, that's a level 3 enhanced risk for severe weather tomorrow. It's going to start back to the west ahead of a cold front first, and then weaken a bit as it moves east toward us. But the big question is, will that severe weather hold together as it moves east tomorrow evening? Here is the tornado outlook, and there is one west of Bowling Green. This is for tomorrow, mainly evening. I know. We got to put it in there though. A small possibility of a brief spin up ahead of the main line as it comes in, which I'll show you in a moment. There is that very small possibility, 2 to 4% chance. The greater threat is back here in the brown, where it's 5 to 9%. The highest probability of severe weather is going to be damaging wind. Straight line winds, certainly possible. 15 to 29% chance. Bowling Green West, 5 to 14% Bowling Green East. But in this magenta, kind of pink shaded area, that is a 30 to 44% chance there will be damaging wind tomorrow. What about hail? There could be some. It's low chances, not really all that impressive. We'll just wait and see, but that's your severe weather threat for tomorrow. On Thursday, the severe weather threat moves east. away from the 270. And then as we get into Friday, nothing there. In fact, the weekend is just going to be a scorcher. I don't see any more severe weather threats uh, from the Storm Prediction Center as we go forward. Okay. It's just going to be doggone hot this coming weekend. First weekend of summer officially. And wouldn't you know it, we officially get hot. And for the first time this year, we officially will hit 90 and, and even higher. So here is the current map. You see the showers that are pushing east. We saw that on radar. I think it should be fairly quiet overnight. There may be some renegade showers out here, but we're losing the daytime heating once we get past sunset this evening, and therefore the overall coverage of showers and storms will go down. But things will ramp back up as we get into tomorrow. There's a cold front approaching. There's plenty of available moisture. And just like it's been the last, 3 days, we get just a little bit of sun to come out. And that triggers the showers and the thunderstorms and the heavy rain. I think there will be a round that comes in the morning. Here's the afternoon with the heaviest rains being back west of the Ohio River. Then we get tomorrow evening. Here's the bigger area of rain and thunderstorms. And some of these could be strong to severe, but a lot of this is just going to be just heavy rainfall again. The cold front, there you see it back to the west, coming through Missouri, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Here's 1 a.m. on Thursday morning. And yes, there will be a wave that comes through Thursday morning. Now, that's the one that we may have to keep an eye on for severe weather. Yes, midnight, 1 a.m. Thursday morning, or late tomorrow night, if you want to look at it that way. The timing on this is kind of, we'll see. I just want you to be prepared just in case. I don't think this is going to be a tornado outbreak or anything like that. It's not. There could be these little brief spins that causes some of the weather service offices to put out like a tornado warning for a few minutes and then it goes away. We see it on the radar. The radar indicates there's rotation. You've seen it for a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and then it's gone. That's what could happen tomorrow evening. The rest of this would be severe thunderstorm warnings and flood warnings of some type, flash flood warning, flood advisory, that sort of thing. Because I think it's going to be another heavy rain producer. So we get into Friday morning, everything is cleared out. High pressure begins to take over, and this is when the heat gets cranked up. Oh boy. Here we go. Friday evening or Friday afternoon, muggy, sunshine, hot and muggy. This is Saturday afternoon, hot and muggy. Yeah, I can say hot because it's going to get hot. Sunday, hot. We're talking about 90 plus degree temperatures. And then the afternoon with the combined heat and humidity, heat index readings for the first time this year are going to be over 100 in several places. Here is 1 o'clock Monday afternoon. Rain returns again. And Tuesday, rain returns. Lord have mercy. We get like 2 or 3 days of break from the rain and then it comes back. It's just the way things are. But it is going to get hot for the first time this year. As you can see, here's the blender. Yikes. We go maybe upper 80s tomorrow. And that's before we get more rain. We have the potential to get into the upper 80s tomorrow. Then we go mid 80s Thursday with the cold front coming through early that morning. But it's after that we start to see the temperatures soar. Friday, upper 80s. Then look at those 90s, 91, 93, 94 on Monday, 93, 92, 91, 90. I've been saying for weeks now, we still haven't hit 90, and we haven't, but we will. Here it comes. Here comes summer. Summer officially begins Friday night at 9:42 p.m. Central Time, making it the longest day of the year. It is right after that, Friday night, that we see the first 90-degree day, Saturday. And that'll be the first full, full day of summer. Right on cue. I mean, isn't that crazy? Sometimes that's the way it works. Here's a look at the graphical 7 day that I put up this morning on News 40 and on the News 40 weather app. 83. Well, that was today, 88 tomorrow. Chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, and then a couple of rounds afternoon and evening. Those are the ones that could possibly be severe. Thursday morning to midday showers and storms as the cold front begins to move away. Then we see summer taking hold. Friday, sunshine. Saturday, Sunday, sunshine, hot. 91 Saturday, 93 Sunday, with a heat index, as I said, being 100 or hotter. That's dangerous. So if you're outdoors, you take 93 degrees with dew points in the 70s, then you're going to get a heat index outdoors. It's going to feel like 100 to 105. Yeah, it's coming. 92 Monday, but then we see another chance of showers and thunderstorms. So, yeah, you know, we've delayed it and delayed it thanks to the rains. The hot weather has been delayed, but now it is coming. Um, Here's Kay, who says, I'm ready for some dry days, Chris, just not hot, dry days. LOL. Can you fix it for me? And no. What do you think I am? I'm not God. I can't fix it. I'm sorry. Can't fix it. Gloria. Maybe now I can enjoy my pool now. Yay. Sure. Why not? Yeah. Um, Here is Danny. Got 1 inch of rain in East Fork Creek today. Oh, hey. That's the thing with some of these storms as they've been coming through. Um, they have been just heavy. And that's why I said when I showed you, like in the past few days, on TV and here, that when you look at those projected rainfall amounts, you could get that with one storm. And some of you did and have. It shows collectively what we could get over several days, but some of you have found out that you can get that with one storm. And that's going to be possible again tomorrow. So just know that's the way it's going to be. All right, that'll do it for your Tuesday evening 270 weather. Thanks for watching as always. Have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. on News 40 Sunrise on WNKY, NBC, and CBS 40. Take care.